Good day, everyone. Today it's May 2nd. For all the viewers that are watching, I'm going to show you a film regarding the Special Olympics Unified Team, made to you by my fellow group members Ash Mendez, Kaylee Ismer, Sarah Islam, and Mahi Parekh. Just for you. Good morning, Rayhan. How's your day going?
My day is going good. How is yours?
Mine's going great as well. What about your day? It's going good?
I got to see my best friends and I got to have fun with them. And it's a free day today.
Awesome. Today, I'm doing an interview with you in regarding the unified sports. You were in the unified sports in the year of 2021 to 2022.
Yes.
So, I would like to ask you some questions. My first question is, if you were to choose, which sport would be your favorite?
My favorite sport would be basketball.
Have you had any experiences being on a team that is not unified, yes or no? If yes, what was the experience like?
I've never been on a real team, but I've been in a unified team, and the experience was really awesome. I got to teach people what they like to do.
Good morning, Aiden. How is your day going today?
It's been really great.
Awesome. Now, I'm going to be asking you questions in regarding unified sports as you played last year and this year in the Lightridge High School Unified Sports Team. My first question will be, what have you learned being in the unified sports team?
Teamwork, definitely, that's a big one.
Have you learned any skills being in the sports team, like you playing basketball, just like dribbling skills, defensive skills?
Plenty, definitely.
Plenty of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, if you have any, what has been your favorite moments being in the unified sports team?
I have many, but I'd say Jazz. When that one time when Jazz boosted up the crowd to cheer for us, it's definitely something. Personally, I not expected him to do something like that, but him showing that much energy definitely is, I guess,
It was off the roof.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, definitely.
Good morning, Nana. Today is May 2nd. You're here with me for the Special Olympics Unified Team. You were part of the Special Olympics Unified athlete last year and this year. I would like to ask you some few questions in regarding your experiences in the unified team. One of the questions is, what have you learned being in the unified team?
I mean, the best thing I learned is I've been learning like shooting ever since my first basketball career and stuff.
Second question, what sports have you played in while being in the unified team?
Oh, that's a good question, but be honest, but I already play like basketball and track.
And we also played soccer, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were to choose, which sport would be your favorite of all of those three?
Probably basketball.
Have you had experiences being on a team that is not unified, yes or no? If yes, what was your experience like?
No.
gotta slow down.
Alright, Aiden, how about this? Can you count us down? What are we gonna say? We're gonna say
3,
lightning.
2, 1.
Lightning!
And today I'll be interviewing you for the Special Olympics Unified team. How's your day going?
Good.
To start us off, what are your thoughts on the Unified team?
I think it's good to include everyone in our school, with or without disabilities.
Yeah, I think so too. So, do you enjoy watching them play?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy the most about being a part of the Unified team and watching them?
I like the spirit. It's fun. Everybody's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Last question. What do you wish to see improve more?
I hope more people sign up for the team and come to more events.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, thank you so much for being a part of this interview. I hope you have a terrific day, and thank you for supporting Unified.
Yep.
Good morning, Addie. How's your day going?
Good, Scott. How's yours?
Mine is going great. Today is May 5th. Today you've been picked to be one of our students in the Unified film, in the Special Olympics Unified film. I'll be asking you a few questions in regarding the Unified sports at Lightridge. One of the questions is, do you enjoy watching Unified play against other Unified sports teams?
Yes, I do. It's really fun to see them get excited when they win.
Awesome. If you were to choose, who would be your favorite player in the Unified team and why?
Hootie, because she is so sweet and always smiling at me.
What do you most enjoy about the Unified team?
How happy everybody is when they're playing.
What do you wish to see improve in the Unified in the coming years?
More games, definitely.
I would agree. How well do you believe the Unified team performed this year?
They did amazing this year.
Hi Avery, my name is Mahi, and today I'll be interviewing you for the Lightridge High School Special Olympic team. In this interview, I'll be asking you a few questions regarding your participation in this Unified team. What interested you in joining the Unified team as a student helper and why?
Some of my friends were doing it, and they made it sound like it was really fun and just like a good time, positive environment.
What impact did you have on the students while playing numerous sports this year?
I think just learning together and growing like a positive environment where we can be a light in their day where sometimes they aren't always included in things.
What do you believe is the most important part in playing with the Unified team?
I think again, just like including them, making them feel welcome. Yeah, playing as a team, working together.
Do you plan on being a student helper in the Special Olympics Unified team? If so, what are you looking forward to?
Yes, I do. I'm looking forward to all the practices. We have so much fun. Yeah, just growing friendships, working together, learning new things together.
How have you being on the Unified team impacted you as a player?
I've definitely grown patience. I've grown my enthusiasm. I don't know. I've been more enthusiastic. I love working with them.
What makes a team player in the Unified team, and how have you learned from that?
I think just making sure everyone knows what they're doing, like encouraging people, cheering them on, making them feel like they're doing a good job because they are. Yeah.
Well, it is great that the Unified team has you. Thank you for
Thank you.
being a part of the interview. Morgan, my name is Mahi, and today I'll be interviewing you for the Special Unified Olympics team. As you are this year a student helper, next year do you still plan to be one, or no? And what do you think of looking forward to, if yes?
I definitely am going to be student helper again next year, and I am planning on making sure that everyone feels included, and I'm looking forward to see my friends.
Amazing. How have being in the Unified team impacted you as a team player?
It has changed my view on sports, and it has made me think that no matter who you are, you can participate in any activity, and there will always be people there supporting you and making sure that you have the best time.
Last question. Have you participated in any other activities revolving around working with exceptional kids?
My cousin is special needs, and I am really close with my mom's sister's family, and I visit him a lot, and I just love helping him out and taking care of him and making sure he feels loved and feels special.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
Hey Scott, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. I will be interviewing here with Nikki Kumar, Scott Thompson, with Mr. Potts, and we'll be asking you some few questions. What interested you in joining the Unified team as a student helper, and why?
I've been volunteering my whole life, and I've worked with Special Olympics before, so it's kind of something I already knew I wanted to do. I wasn't in it last year, but I went to some of the games just because my dad's a teacher here, and he's friends with the coaches, Miss Henry, Miss Holland, and all of them. So I already knew I wanted to do it, so I pretty much signed up before even like the club there. So.
Question 4, what do you most enjoy about the Unified team?
Everyone just gets super pumped up. I totally got super pumped up.
I enjoy how many people come and watch and support and just love it.
I'm not a person for like sports or anything, but it was just super riled up, and I love that sort of energy.
I love all of the like advertisements about it. I love everyone coming. I love the like warm feeling that everybody has and the support that everybody has for each other.
It was great showing up and just putting like a smile on everyone's faces, making sure everyone had fun. You know, it's not competitive, everyone's just out there to have fun. And I think that's like the great thing about it. Just everyone's just having fun, smiling, and everything.
Do you enjoy watching Lightridge Unified clash off against other Unified sports teams?
I love watching it so much. It is so much fun, and everybody has good energy and is lighthearted, and I think it's really fun to watch.
How well do you believe the Unified team performed this year?
I think you guys did amazing. I don't know a single game where you guys did bad. It was very positive. Everyone was winning. Everyone was helping each other out. It was great, really great.
Questions is, if you were to choose, who would be your favorite player in the Unified team and why?
I think I would have to say Kira, because we do United Sounds together, and she always gets like really super excited when she scores, and it's super fun to see her super happy.
And why?
I think you would, Scott, because you always help your other teammates out. Every single time I've seen you play, you are always helping them out. You're always giving them the ball or helping them get around, and I think it's great.
Who or what brought you to the Unified team and why?
Well, Kira and I do music together, so when she asked me to come to her game, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. And our friend Ashita also promised to be there, so we went and watched, and it was really awesome. So I was glad I got to be there and witness it.
My best friend Bailey, she was like, hey, I work and I like help out with the Unified team. You should come and watch. And so I listened to Bailey, and I came and watched the basketball game, and I had so much fun, and I loved that she was sharing with all her friends to come and watch and see.
Next question, what do you wish to see improve in the Unified team in the coming years?
Probably a lot more support for the team. I think you guys could advertise more and maybe get like a lot more people to help out advertising and getting all the stuff ready, and then that way even more people could come and see.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. What's your thoughts on the idea of the Special Olympics unified team?
That's a great question to ask. My idea and my thought about a Special Olympics unified team, I believe that it is a beautiful idea to incorporate something like that. I believe it's beautiful because for kids who come more so from the general education background and don't have some of the deficits such as our kids in the Special Olympics program, I believe that it gives them an opportunity to just see how beautiful it is to interact, to collaborate, to partner with, and to indulge in activities that enhance the life of individuals who are in the Special Olympics. I believe that the Special Olympics is a great idea because it gives kids who may, lack in certain areas as far as social skills and such, the opportunity to convey just how beautiful they are in the socialization process in their own distinctive and unique way. So I would hope and encourage that if we could continue to do the Special Olympics, because it is a beautiful manifestation rather for individuals just to see how wonderful it is to work with our group in the special needs program.
I love the Special Olympics unified team. I think it is a great idea to support everybody regardless of their abilities. I think it's important that everybody is allowed to play sports, and I think that you guys shouldn't be discriminated just because of disabilities. I think it's a great program.
I think the most important part is just seeing the impact that you have on the community and like the other teams. It's not just Lightridge Unified, it's everyone else, like Braddock and all the other teams that we played. So I think it's just a great impact, and that's just a great thing to have in the community.
What would you like to see a lot more of in the events of the Special Olympics unified program?
Probably a lot more cheering, especially not too much cheering for people with sensory issues, but maybe some more silent clapping, and maybe more just to show a bunch of support, and maybe even wearing colors to show the support for the teams that they love.
Okay, so today I'm here with Ritanya Kanan, and I'm going to be asking you questions based on the unified basketball team. So the first question is, what are your thoughts on the idea of a Special Olympics unified team?
I think it's a really good idea, and it's really fun to see them play off against a lot of teams, especially the varsity girls team.
Do you enjoy watching Lightridge Unified clash off against other unified sport teams?
Yes, I think it's really interesting.
If you were to choose what you enjoy most about the unified basketball team, what is one thought you would say?
One thing I really like about them is that they're all really willing to learn new things, and they're really good at what they do, and they are hardworking.
What do you wish to see improve in the unified team in the coming years?
I wish to see more people join it, and more skill sets, getting better at what they're already doing.
What is something you would like to see a lot more in the events of the Special Olympics?
I would like to see a bigger audience, actually, because I think an audience supporting them, a bigger audience supporting them, would help them and make them feel a lot better and stuff.
Okay, and how well do you believe that the unified basketball team has performed this year?
I think they did really good.
Good afternoon, Dr. Bigby. Today is April 27th. I'm here to ask you questions regarding Special Olympics Unified Sports Team for the Lightridge High School. One of the questions I will be asking you is, what is your thought in the idea of a Special Olympics Unified Team?
I've always been a huge fan of Special Olympics. About 20 years ago, actually, I worked with a young man who was a Special Olympics powerlifter, and he competed at the international level. And working with him and seeing all of the effort, hard work, and all the dedication that he poured into that really opened my eyes to the beauty of Special Olympics. And every school I've been to, whether it's Catholic schools or public schools, I've always enjoyed a strong Special Olympics presence. So I think it's an amazing program. I think it opens up the entire community's eyes to wonderful opportunities to come together to support people and to enjoy the gift of athletics and the gift of team building and I just think it's a wonderful thing for every community to have the opportunity to work with students in Special Olympics. Whether it's soccer or
Basketball,
track,
theater, yeah.
It's great to be in and also it's great to be in a geographical area like Northern Virginia, where there are many groups of Special Olympics teams and regions. So just love it.
Awesome. Next question. Do you enjoy watching Lightridge Unified clash off against other unified sports teams?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think at the beginning when you're trying to grow a program, it's within the building, right? And you're trying to raise awareness and get people interested. But the real exciting thing is when you start to play teams from other schools and other regions. I had the really neat opportunity about 10 years ago of hosting a Special Olympics soccer tournament when I was an assistant principal at St. John Paul the Great. And it was a whole Saturday of good competition. And I'm telling you, those teams, they did not play around. They were there to win. So I think it's healthy, the competition, and playing against other teams that think that they have good athletes. Let's see who's better. I like it.
Yep. Next question. What do you most enjoy about the unified team?
I think the unified team is great because you have people with all different levels of ability. Not everybody who plays on the unified team is a fantastic athlete, but they have other gifts and other strengths to add to the mix. Sometimes you need people who are extremely supportive of fans and they want everybody to know how amazing it is. Then you also have students who are highly competitive and they bring that to the game as well. So I think having a unified team allows everybody to participate in a meaningful way, and it just elevates the game. It really does.
Next question. What would you like to see a lot more of in the events of the Special Olympics Unified program?
I know that there are a lot of other sports that are out there. I think soccer and basketball are probably the easier ones to do because you can, there's always a soccer field, there's always a basketball court. Track, of course, is always a great thing to do, but I would like to see it expand to non-traditional sports as well. But I know that's challenging because some of the sports are not as popular as others. But like I said, I work with the young man who was a Special Olympian powerlifter. So those opportunities are pretty cool too. But always expanding people's interests, you'll get more people involved.
Next question. How well do you believe the unified team performed this year?
I think, every year you see progression. I think this is the unified team's second year.
Second year, yeah.
So you see, anytime organizations get bigger and they get kind of more grounded and they build a foundation, the players, the coaches, everybody that's involved, they want it to be better, right? It's fun, but I'm telling you, it also really is cool when you see the competitive spirit. And that grows, right? So I think what I'm enjoying is the number of people that are involved now. But
It's doubled.
I'm also seeing the competitive edge that's there more so than last year, so that's a cool thing.
Yep, our team doubled this year from what it was last year.
It's amazing.
Good morning, Miss Angela Cushing. Today is May 3rd. I will be asking you a few questions regarding the Special Olympics Unified team today. Do you enjoy watching Lightridge Unified clash off against other unified teams?
Yes, I do enjoy watching them. In fact, I try to make sure I go to every game. And the main reason is because I love how competitive they get and how they really want to win, and they go out and work hard and put it all on the court. So yes, I do.
Next question. If you were to choose, what would be your favorite player in the unified team and why?
If I had to choose one, and I will say it's a difficult question because I love all the players, but I'll just say one of my favorites is a young lady named Balul Johannes, because I was her teacher last year and she was not excited about being in United at all. But at the last game I saw her at, the bell was over, or the game was over, but she still wanted to run down the court to get that last ball, that last basket in basketball I'm talking about. So I love how her love for this has totally turned around, and so I can't wait to watch her again in the next game.
What do you most enjoy about the unified team?
What I enjoy is just that people are finally seeing how some of our kids with disabilities have talents. Unfortunately, people look at their disability and say, oh, there's nothing they can do. They need to stay in their classroom, and that's absolutely not true. We are seeing how so many players have amazing basketball techniques. Now we're moving into track, so we're seeing that. The kids are so talented, and I'm just excited that everyone gets to see it.
How well do you believe the unified team performed this year?
I think they performed great this year. But again, I look at it as because they go out, like I said before, they go out, our unified team goes out and puts it all on the court and does their best. Who cares what the score is at the end? That's how I look at it. I don't really know because I don't keep track of the scores, but from the games I saw, I thought they did excellent. I believe they won every game that I was at, so they did great this year.
Good morning, Ms. Holland. Today is April 20th. Today I'll be asking you some few questions regarding the Special Olympics Unified Team. You are a coach in the Special Olympics. So here we go. One of the first questions I would like to ask you is, why coach Unified? Who or what was your motivation in coaching the unified sports?
Yeah, of course. So when I was in high school, I went to Oakton High School in Fairfax County, so about 30 minutes from here. And I helped out with our high school Special Olympics basketball team. So I would coach the Special Olympics team. I made some of my closest friendships through that team, and it's what got me on the track that I am now of wanting to be a special education teacher. So when I got to Lightridge and knowing that there was no unified team because it was a brand new school, I figured it would be a great opportunity for me to, try to get one started and work alongside other teachers who had the same goal. And it's been such an amazing, a full circle moment, right? It's kind of what got me started in this career, and now being able to say I'm a coach is awesome.
It's awesome, yeah. Now, one last question. What do you most enjoy in teaching the unified team?
I would say, hands down, my favorite thing is seeing the growth in friendships between the athletes and the partners, and then also seeing the growth in confidence in a lot of the members on our team, especially, last year when we first started, a lot of our athletes had a severe lack of athletic confidence. They didn't think that they could do it. They didn't think that they had the skills, and then being able to see them grow every week and improve upon those skills, and now seeing them just exude confidence and being so happy to be here every week has been my favorite thing to witness as a coach.
Yeah. Would you like to add any comments, anything else to the unified team?
I'm just
glad do you feel about your team's growth in their abilities to play the sport? Do you think from last year have they improved in the
Yes.
sport itself,
Yes.
the technique and everything?
Yes, their technique and everything has improved tremendously, and I think that's just with every practice you get better. Even if it's just a little bit better, you get better. And so I definitely have seen and witnessed some growth in the athletic ability of our athletes. And then the last comment I want to make is, if there's any school watching this and they don't have a unified program at their school yet, they should get one ASAP, because it's truly such a tremendous program to be involved with, and it really incorporates and emphasizes inclusion in the school community, which is just great.
Good morning. Today is April the 20th. I'm here with Mrs. Dowd, the coach for Special Olympics Unified for the Lightridge High School. Today, Ms. Dowd, I'm going to be asking you a few questions. One of the questions is, what were your past coaching experiences? If you had any, what were the experiences like?
So I was a track coach in Pennsylvania before I moved to Virginia, and then I coached cross country here at Lightridge High School for a couple years.
Okay. And now, next question is, what do you most enjoy in teaching the unified team?
I like making students' days. I like when they score a basket or they score a goal and they just get so excited, and they're so welcoming to all of their peers to join, and they want to be included in school events. I think it's just a really fun, happy environment.
Any other comments you would like to add about maybe how your unified team may have improved, or how you feel they have done over the past years since last year of 2021
So
through
last
2?
year we only did basketball. So this year we included soccer in the fall and track in the spring. So we doubled our team from last year, and we're adding new sports, and kids are trying out new activities. So it's been really fun.
Good morning, Maral Abwali. Today is May 5th. You're a coach at the Special Olympics Unified Sports Team for the Lightridge High School. I will be asking you a few questions regarding the unified team at Lightridge. My first question is, why coach unified? Who or what was your motivation in coaching unified sports?
So I got to credit a lot of my motivation for coaching Unified actually to my husband, because he works for Special Olympics North America, and he works in their Unified Champion Schools division, but specifically he works with colleges and universities to bring unified sports programming to that level. But with him working at Special Olympics, I've gotten to know many people, his coworkers, who also work in Unified Champion Schools. So when I switched schools 3 years ago to come to Lightridge, I saw an opportunity at a brand new school that didn't have the programming to start it up. And so a lot of my influence and motivation, I gotta credit to him. But it has been awesome starting this program at Lightridge 3 years ago, when it was just me and the admin team coming together to talk about what this would look like, and coordinating with Veronica Jennings at Special Olympics Virginia. So starting at 0 to what the program is now, it has been absolutely amazing seeing it grow.
Did you have any achievements or accomplishments during your past coaching career? If so, what were they?
So I've actually not coached before, so this was a really different opportunity for me to come into a type of coaching role. I didn't grow up playing sports, but luckily I think I could tap into some other skill sets just kind of on the back burner, not the back burner, but behind the scenes, working on a lot of coordinating, working with the 3 other coaches who have played sports and who can actually help to teach the skills where I don't have that strength. But it's been great working with everyone.
What do you most enjoy in teaching the unified team?
What I most enjoy is honestly just seeing everyone come together. One of the beauties of unified sports is seeing people with disabilities playing sports with people who don't have disabilities, and how we can actually see that in real life it is true inclusion in the works. It's providing opportunities for students that they may not have had those opportunities before, and just seeing the joy on everyone's face as they play together, as they work together as a team, as they work towards those accomplishments. That has been the biggest joy for me.
Do you plan to continue unified sports all year round at Lightridge High School?
Absolutely. I think unified sports is something that should happen year round. It makes it easy to kind of have, winter or fall. We started with soccer, winter is basketball, and then the spring is track and field. So it's nice to have those set sports per season. It makes it really easy to provide opportunities all year round.
Last question. What do you hope to improve in the coming years for the Unified Special Olympics program, and how might you improve the program?
I think some things that I think myself and the coaches would love to see improved is just the even more whole school engagement. So I think we have all done a great job of promoting Unified and making it pretty well known throughout the school, especially having it as part of the Blue Day or Yellow Day Spark session. But I think even more so than that, having it even more known about Unified and having it be a little bit more of an integrated into the other sports. Unified sports is not at the VHSL level, but I think there are some ways that we can treat it as such. And some things we're doing right now, including the Unified team in the pep rallies, including them in the pictures that are taken for the other sports teams. But I think it could be great to also have more providing updates on Unified sports, like when we go to the feet meet like we did in April, having that be advertised. So I think little things like that will come along the way and will help to make the program even better.
What is Special Olympics Unified Sports? According to SpecialOlympics.org, Special Olympics is dedicated to promoting social inclusion through shared sports training and competition experiences. Unified Sports joins people with and without intellectual disabilities on the same team. It was inspired by simple principle: training together and playing together is a quick path to friendship and understanding. In Unified Sports, teams are made up of people of similar age and ability. That makes practices more fun and games more challenging and exciting for all human beings. Lightridge High School started Special Olympics known as Unified Sports in the year of 2021. There are 4 coaches on the Unified team, and they have continued the journey in the year of 2022 to 2023, supporting kids with and without disabilities. Lightridge Unified had roughly 10 players last year. We played one season of basketball during the winter season in the month of December through February. Last year, the team would go to practices on Thursday mornings at Lightridge before school had begun. The team would practice basic shooting techniques and defending drills as well as dribbling skills. That year, we played against 2 different high school Unified Sports teams. One was against Independence and the other was against the Lightridge girls varsity basketball team. This was a fantastic opening year for the Special Olympics Unified team at Lightridge High School. The team has expanded in the year 2022 to 2023. While Unified, it had spread its wings of popularity around the Lightridge community. The 2023 school year has grown triple the number of players this year in the Unified Sports, where we're able to play soccer, basketball, and track. The students that were in Unified last year had enormously improved their shooting skills from last year to this year. A lot of students have learned so much in the dynamic of how to play basketball in order to incorporate their talent this year. The students were very happy to continue being better basketball players after playing a year of Unified. Some have even continued to play another year of Unified Sports. This time being able to explore more than one type of sport other than just basketball, like soccer and track. One of the main struggles that Unified students will have if this were their first time playing sports is their technique, which includes the shooting or kicking form and the timing of the shot. In the team, it is about trial and error and how we can grow from this to be successful athletes. Students will occasionally miss hoops or the soccer net, which is perfectly acceptable. This is the place to make those misses, as it should not be a place to underestimate one's true abilities in sports. Those who are in unified sports are very understanding in how students may perform differently than others. Having an acceptance mindset is what makes a unified team powerful, is our differences and respect for each other. In my opinion, unified should not be an extremely competitive game. Instead, it is a game where people can gain experience and learn from one another playing the sport, making friends and having fun while playing the sport. I have felt like that I was included into the sport. Playing basketball last year was a wonderful experience. I was able to show off my skills and my speed. I met a lot of people who are like me. I am someone who doesn't have a disability, though I have personal anxiety and I worry too much when I don't know what I'm doing. I have low self-esteem at times because I feel that I was not born as a perfect human. I'm a student who had numerous surgeries when I was growing up, from a child to where I stand right now. I had heart surgery, lip surgery, and foot surgery. All of these surgeries I've had made me look very bad. But what I can say is that the world is not made with perfect people, and that there is room for everyone regardless of race, ethnicity, and students with mental or physical disabilities in the unified team. There are student helpers who would support an individual student that has a difficult time playing a sport. Depending on the sport being played, this may be a student who has mental or physical disability, or just a student who is playing to practice the sport and have a great time. Student helpers are very important in the unified team. They are the key players to supporting those who will cheer for the students that are in the game. Help motivate the students, train students to play the sport to their best ability, and have a close, friendly relationship with them as well. Having these student helpers positively impacts one's mind to become a better player. Student helpers will also occasionally help pass the ball to the students depending on the sport. The unified team was all actively participating collectively as a whole and not individually. The saying goes, the expression goes, we are in this together. In conclusion, Special Olympics, known as unified sports, have helped the lives of many students in our Lightridge High School community. I feel so grateful, and I believe other students will feel the same way too. Have the opportunity to play a sport that they have wanted to play for many years but were not able to play in a team. A unified community revolving around parents and students who are grateful for it. From the 2021 all the way to 2023 school year, students who had played the unified and unified for those years been able to show with it.